Today I'm on a mission to find the fossil remains of some of the oldest life forms on Earth, which should be right here on this hillside behind me. So let's get right to it and see what we can find. You're probably wondering already, what in the world are these life forms, and Kyle, how are you going to be finding them on this random roadside in Alabama? Well, right beneath my feet, you are looking at stromatolite fossils. Stromatolites are bacterial colonies made up mostly of cyanobacteria, which is basically that blue-green algae that y'all have probably seen in many places before. Now, these are some of the oldest life forms on Earth. Not in this specific location, however. A lot of them date to over 2 billion years old, but these ones are going to be around 500 million to 450 million years old. So quite a bit younger than 2 billion when you really think about it. Y'all be sure to thank my buddy Reed in the comments below as well for sharing this location with us. So what we really want to do today is collect some specimens and take them home and cut and polish them, because they're going to be just gorgeous. I'll show you why in a second. All right, enough of me blabbing. Let's take a look at what we got here. So this road cut is exposing these stromatolite fossils. And when I say they'll be beautiful cut and polished, that's because check that out. Look at the patterns in there. Just beautiful. And that's a beautiful little piece that I think I'll collect. And then you got some other pieces, not quite as pretty on some of them, but look how layered some of these are. So that is the layers of that cyanobacteria. And these pieces have been silicified, replaced with silica. Let's see, yeah, look at this one here. That's got some pattern in it too. Not quite as colorful, but it's hard to tell. I don't know what that's going to look like once you cut and polish it. Pieces like that might be worth keeping. And look at right there as well. Gosh, that's beautiful stuff. Really beautiful stuff. Oh, you know that one's going to look pretty. Look at that. How could that not look beautiful if you cut and polished that? This stuff is awesome. Oh, look at this. There's big old chunks of it down in there. Are you layered? You're kind of layered. Oh yeah, look at these pieces up here. Yeah, that looks pretty. Ooh, look at that side. My goodness. This is overwhelming. Okay. Yeah, this is really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Look at these big old beautiful chunks over here in the ditch. How crazy is this to be finding these on this random roadside? Like, it's just so cool. So some of this stuff I think is going to fracture a little bit when you try to cut and polish it too, so it might be a little bit tough on some of them. But I'm just blown away with how beautiful I think some of these are going to be. Take a look at this piece right here. There's actually some druzy quartz replacement going on with that piece. Oh yeah, look at that. Actual little crystal points. I did not realize that was a thing that would happen here. That is so cool. Look at the little layered piece there too. I love these little crystallized pieces, especially when the sun comes out and you see them glistening. Oh yeah, little crystal points. And some more there. Little micro druzy. And you got cool layers there. I saw one. Oh yeah, this piece right here. Look at the color there with the druzy popping out. How cool is that? Just beautiful little fragments. Look at the layers on this little guy. Woo-wee! Oh gosh, that's what I want to find polished. Polished, I mean, I find and polish. Oh, that is so cool. How beautiful. Check out the layers on that piece. A little thin one, but could be fun to cut a slab of that. Look how pretty that piece is sitting right there. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Very churty. Some of them are more churty than others. More replaced with the silica. Got this little guy here. Looks nice and layered, but what I really turned the camera on for was this one that I pulled out. Oh my gosh, you can't even see the full beauty of it yet, but look at like some of the tight layers there. Oh gosh, I think that's gonna be a winner right there. I think that one's gonna look fantastic. Look at the layers on that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun one to cut. I'll be very, very curious to see how that looks. Awesome one. There are some very large boulders of this stuff on the side of the road as well. Like there. Look at that. That's huge. Huge and beautiful. And you can see it outcropping up here, up at the top, big, large rocks. I walked down the way a little bit to this other cut, and I like what I'm seeing. Maybe a little bit less layered, like really nice layers overall right here. But, where's it at? I pulled this piece out. Oh, this little guy right there. Check this one out. That looks like it'll be nice. Some tight packed layers in there. Nice color. So I think that one's worth holding on to for sure. And then if you walk this way, it kind of cuts off pretty soon here and gets into some other formation. But right here, I'm still getting it. And I saw a couple pieces I actually have yet to pick up. I was just kind of walking and waiting to bring y'all along for it. Oh, that one I popped out there. Look at the layers on that. Whoop. Right? That looks like it might be worth holding on to and messing with. And then, where's that small piece I saw? Oh, look at that little one. Ooh. Some of these little guys are just so nice. I bet get that wet would be even better. Oh, this one looks really nice there. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Really cool. Almost some crystallized stuff going on in that one. This little area is so cool right here. Like a little power line cut right here where I've been walking. And there are just stromatolites outcropping everywhere. Like that's a whole one probably. So they grow in these mounds. This would have been one just mounded out, popping up. That's so cool. Kind of a darker color on this one. Pretty interesting. Yeah, look how layered some of that stuff is. All strange. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. I like that piece a lot. That looks like it was right near the top too. Look at the surface. Man, that is beautiful. All right, my friends, ignore the carnage of all this cutting right here already. That was some cutting for a previous video, which you've probably already seen. But now we are about to cut some of these stromatolite fossils that we are finding in today's video. So we got the bucket right here, and we're gonna cut some, and they're really tough to cut, I think, because they're really silicified and hard, but yeah, we're gonna do our best. So let's get to cutting. I already am kind of suited up from cutting earlier, but then I took the apron off and put it back on, and now it's backwards. But that's fine. And of course, we've got the respirator already dirty from the day of cutting, and my sunglasses will serve as eye protection as well. So let's do it. So we just cut through this one. Check out the outside. Oh, and now the glorious inside. That is beautiful. You may have seen this one on Facebook or something as a reel. We did a vertical clip of that one. Awesome colors in there and cool patterns. I love that. That was easier. That one was way easier. Oh, that's cool in there. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That looks so awesome. Stromatolites, ancient bacterial colony. Silicified. Very cool. All right. The reveal. Ooh, all right. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a bit.
pretty wild. Just a small one to start with. Let's maybe cut something a little bigger. The reveal. Oh, whoa, that thing's cool. That is wild in there. Really tight stuff going on. That's cool. I like that one a lot. Cool shape and everything too. Very beautiful. I have a good feeling about this one. So we're gonna give him a rinse first. Oh yeah, that's really cool. Wow. Look at all the patterns in there. That's gorgeous. Oh man, love that. Well, as you can see, it is a different day, but I have more stromatolites to cut right here for this video. These are a couple nice ones that I had actually forgotten at Natalie's parents' house in Alabama. So now they're back with us here in Florida, and we're gonna cut some open. I think these are a couple of the nicest ones. So got this one and another one, and we're gonna cut them up and see how they look. Well, I wasn't supposed to break like that. Oh, dude!
Wow.
That looks crazy.
Wow.
I did not expect it to look that way at that angle. Oh, that is incredible. That's beautiful, y'all. Look at that. Okay, that's pretty cool. So what I wanted to get to was to cut it this way. I'm not so sure. That is just amazing pattern. Dude, it looks cool. All right, now that we got that cool cut, I think what I'm gonna do is actually cut it right down the middle, just like this, and see what kind of grain we get that way. Let's do it.
Get that stuff out of the way.
All right. The downside of this stuff is that it fractures quite a bit. But, oh, dude.
Whoa.
That is like a
Wow.
scene. That is so cool. I love
look at
that,
that.
man.
It's so awesome.
It looks like almost like a jasper. Oh, that is so crazy cool.
Jasper, just that's that. Awesome. That's gonna polish up really nice.
Yeah, I'm excited to get that polished. That is sweet. Heck yeah, we'll take it. Got this other stromatolite right here. I'm gonna cut it this way first, and then cut it the other way. We'll see what we get on both angles.
But this stuff, like, if it breaks, it well. I mean, it's not like it's
It's pretty cool in there.
Here? Yeah, some of it's not as hard as
Yeah,
others.
some of it's pretty soft.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that's a lot harder than there. Huh. All right, I'm gonna try and go right down the middle that way now.
All right.
That thing fractured all up. Oh, but look at it. That is awesome.
Let me see.
Oh, that is just stunning, dude. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much going on in there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I love that.
Look at this.
Wow. So I got that other little chunk that's got this will probably look real similar. It's a lot smaller, but I got to break through the rest of that because it popped off. Cool.
All right.
Here's that smaller one. Oh yeah. Very beautiful. Those are gonna look so cool polished. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let me see that one. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Little quartz veins in there. Thanks so much, y'all, for coming along on today's adventure with me. I had a great time hunting
for these stromatolite fossils, as well as cutting them open. They are absolutely beautiful inside. So of course I'm going to get some of these polished at some point soon as well, and show y'all that in some video also. In fact, I actually just yesterday got a brand new cab machine in the mail, so a lot of really fun polishing stuff is going to be happening very, very soon, so I can't wait for that. But hope y'all are staying warm out there. I know the majority of the country is very cold and experiencing a lot of damages from the weather, so I hope that y'all are all right. So stay safe out there, and I appreciate it again. I'll see you in the next one.